I know you guys don't really care about the NFL power rankings like that. You don't care about other people, non-Detroit Lions fans' opinions of your team, and that's cool, but I enjoy doing this, so I'm going to keep doing it. We're going to go into the Week 12 NFL power rankings. Now, just to get you up to speed, the Chiefs lost to the Eagles yesterday. Patrick Mahomes, no one could catch the football for him yesterday. Reminds me a lot of that opening game against the Detroit Lions. Travis Kelce was missing his boo Taylor Swift as she was in Rio over 5,000 miles away, and the Chiefs just could not catch a break yesterday. Had 2 turnovers in the red zone, and why am I talking about them? Because we needed our help to have a shot at the first seed heading in with a win by the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday and a win by the Detroit Lions on Thursday. We would have gone into Week 12, the weekend, the first seed, and all we would need is for the Eagles to lose against the Bills. But now that is not the case, we need the Bills to beat the Eagles. We also need to beat the Green Bay Packers, and then we need them to lose to the Dallas Cowboys the week after. I believe they play the Dallas Cowboys, and then we need to beat the New Orleans Saints on December 3rd. That first seed is a real thing, and I want it. Now, I have had the power ranking spoiled for me because right away it says NFL Power Rankings Week 12. Eagles stay at number 1 while Chiefs slip. Broncos continue a steady climb. But on the actual header, it said Lions enter the top 3. So it spoiled it for me. So I'm going to say that the Eagles are going to be number 1 and that the 49ers are going to be number 2. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have the Philadelphia Eagles 9-1, no change. They were actually 9-1 last year as well. The Baltimore Ravens number 2, up 1 spot from 2 to 3. So that would mean that the Detroit Lions are 3 and the San Francisco 49ers are 4. Rounding out the top 10, I would have to say, okay, Kansas City Chiefs dropped 3 spots. You have the Miami Dolphins staying the same. The Dallas Cowboys at 7 stand the same. The Jacksonville Jaguars at 8 stand the same. The Cleveland Browns at 9, no change. And the Houston Texans at 10, no change. I don't think I've ever seen that consecutive. How many consecutive teams is that? 5 consecutive teams with no change. Here's what they had to say about the Detroit Lions. Jared Goff threw 3 picks Sunday against the Bears, though 2 of them were a little funky, as one was tipped and another spawned from contact that might have been defensive pass interference. Still, Goff also had 2 other passes that easily could have been picked, including one that might have been a long pick 6. No, it would have been a long pick 6 by Chicago CB Jalen Johnson. I think he's the guy that wanted to be traded at the trade deadline. It felt like the Bears threw way more pressure at the Lions than expected, which threw off the rhythm of the passing game. But unlike some others, I saw this win as a positive for Detroit. Almost everything went against the Lions in this game. They were -3 in turnovers and trailed by 12 points with less than 4 minutes left, yet they found a way to win. This should be the type of game that makes us respect Detroit more. And I agree with him wholeheartedly. I'm going to say that I think last week I said that if you have a better record, you have to be ahead of the team that might have beat you. But seeing as how we got beat by the Ravens, seeing as how we just could not do anything against them, I could see that. I agree with this. Ravens number 2. I actually have the Ravens. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I have the Ravens actually heading to the Super Bowl.
I think it'll be the same.
I have the Ravens heading to the Super Bowl, and that's not the right soundbite. Maybe it's this one.
He's the funniest guy who gets the job done. Likes and how-tos, renovates, so fun. Man, he's so crazy, better pick up the fun. Lamar Wilson.
Shout out to Lamar Wilson. Everybody knows. If you know, you know. All right. If you know, you know. I have the Ravens. That defense. It's not Lamar. It's not the offense. Andrews is down, but they said he could come back if the Ravens go deep into the playoffs. Odell Beckham Jr. So he's not really doing that good over there, but their offense is not really a threat in my opinion. It is their defense. Their defense is, I was just watching and it's lights out. So I think the defense, just like Baltimore Ravens of years past, I think their defense is good enough to carry their offense to the Super Bowl. So I could see a Ravens upset. Lamar plays just good enough. Ravens defense does the rest. And I can see them in the Super Bowl. Maybe we'll get a rematch in Super Bowl 58. But let me know what you think in the comments of the NFL Power Rankings and the Detroit Lions being ranked number 3. They have one less loss than the Baltimore Ravens, having played one less game. The Ravens bye week is actually week 13. The NFL is weird. There's not a single team off in week 12, maybe because of the Thanksgiving games. But then the very last bye week is week 13, and it's like 6 or 7 teams off. I want to say the most that's been off all year. And then after that, the bye weeks are over, and the Ravens are that week 13 bye week. So I couldn't imagine having a week 13 bye week. I thought 9 was tough, but week 13, I like 9. 8, 9, right in the middle of the season. That's good. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I like this. Lions number 3, up 1 spot from 4 to 3 in the week 12 NFL Power Rankings. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.